Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're getting our weed whackers out, ready to do some landscaping on Arabia, as Liereyy, playing as the green Bengalis, prepares to take on MbL, playing as the red Lithuanians. Now while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings, and try to go up to Feudal as fast as possible, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now the Bengalis, very much an elephant civilization through and through. All of their elephants receive less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster, which is amazing when you consider the fact that Bengalis get fully upgraded battle elephants and siege elephants, and their elephant archers also benefit from Parthian tactics. Now on the field of battle, to support these slow, very easily converted units, Bengali monks do come with a huge armor boost, +3 melee, +3 pierce, and their unique unit, the Ratha, one of the most hated, if not the most hated unit in the game, is also one of its most versatile, being a chariot that can switch between ranged attacks and melee attacks. Now to support the Bengali army, every Bengali town center spawns 2 villagers for free whenever the next age is reached, and their entire civilian population, I'm talking about lumberjacks, stone miners, anyone and everyone, can be converted or upgraded to take 10% less population space. The way that works is that each and one of these villagers will take up 0.9 population space instead of 1. Now, using this extra room, you can build, you guessed it, more villagers or even more army, which I guess in an RTS game like Age of Empires is pretty damn important. Now, opposing Liereyy, we've got MbL as the red Lithuanians, a civ that very much loves its heavy cavalry. Lithuanian knights, cavaliers, and paladins all get a free +1 attack boost for every single relic that they collect, all the way up to a maximum of 4 relics. This feature, by the way, also applies to their unique unit, the Lattice. This is a heavy cavalry unit whose attack actually ignores enemy armor, making it incredibly powerful. Now on the field of battle, to support their heavy cav units, Lithuanian spearman line units and their skirmishers both move 10% faster, and both can be upgraded to get extra pierce armor. Now from the beginning of the game, Lithuanians do start with 150 extra food, and their economy can be harder to raid, because they can upgrade these guys, their town centers, to have +3 extra range, which makes them outrange most mangonels in the game. Those are the 2 civs we have today at the moment. For the time being, both players still at 13 villagers a pop, 1 army supply. Let's take a look at where they've spawned, see if anyone is any, advantageous or disadvantageous position here. MbL, primary gold exposed in the front, primary stones secure in the back. Entire western portion of his base completely open to the part facing Liereyy, and Liereyy is going to discover this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, he turns around, he sees the primary gold and turns around. He can kind of guess where MbL is located. To the south, not a bad wall off. To the north, not a bad wall off at all. We'll see if he decides to go vertical or diagonal, whether he includes this secondary gold patch in his defenses. Liereyy, primary gold also a little bit exposed to the front, although a little bit off to the side, not quite as forward facing as MbL's. Primary stone also nice and secure in the back. 2 villagers just staring at a boar, although finally does decide to shoot it full of arrows and draw it into that town center. Let's take a look at the wall-offs. Not a bad wall-off here to protect this primary gold. Not a easy wall-off to the east part of the map. That's forward-facing, I guess you want to call it. The part facing his opponent, by the way, his opponent has seen the extremities of Lierey's base, so MbL, comfortable that he knows exactly where his opponent is huffing it back home with his scout. Liereyy, for his part, has seen a house, and he's going to slowly make his way in a nice strudel shape into MbL's base. No doubt we'll discover exactly where all of these various structures are. I would say overall, no real advantage, disadvantage. The only weakness, major weakness that I can see right now is MbL's primary gold, which is very far off in the forward position. And take a look at his secondary gold. Look how far away it is, although Liereyy also suffering from the same fate here, gold very far away. So will be very interesting to see how the players handle the location of these resources, how the players handle the positioning of the base. Not a lot of wood for either player. 3 small forests surrounding their base. To the north, the east, the west for Liereyy, to the northwest, the south, and a nice secure one in the back. So both players have a relatively safe wood line in the back of their bases. Synchronized whacking inures to MbL's benefit. More HP on his scout means that he can get rid of that enemy scout much quicker, and immediately the scout runs towards Lierey's base, no doubt to see what kind of damage or trouble he can come up with. Looks like a spearman trailing behind him very slowly. I've seen this more and more lately. Instead of having the spearman defend at home, the spearman moves forward to support the scout cav, the archers, the skirmishers, whatever offensive force your opponent has will be supported by a spearman, as opposed to, for example, leaving him back here next to the berries. Although in this case, Liereyy, having lost his scout, can't really put on that much pressure. That being said, MbL doesn't know that that is his only scout, especially now that Liereyy has hit Feudal. Just a short while after MbL, both players very similar villager count. Liereyy supply blocked, housed, immediately rectifies the situation with the house. Has one spearman already out, and this is what I'm talking about. The general meta, leave your spearman behind next to the berry patch, especially when it's exposed like this, no wood line, etc. This one's a little bit easier to defend just because there's a wood line, and now he's building a series of houses to block. This one, not very easy to defend, open on basically all sides except the north. MbL, look at him. No moss growing under his ass. 4 scouts already en route. One more just popped out in the really quick red dot moving across our minimap. Spearman keeping an eye on this gold. Like I said, these 2 gold piles are very exposed. I'm not surprised MbL is putting on early aggression here. He does not want to be the recipient of early game aggression. He does not want to have to be forced into defending this gold patch. And so the only real option for him, be the one putting on the aggression. If you don't want your opponent to focus on you, focus on them. Put the all the pressure on their base, make them defend. 7 army supply to 4, 2 scouts, 2 spearmans for Liereyy. Spearmen, rather, not spearmens. I don't think that's a word. A 3rd scout already en route. We'll see if he decides to garrison, ungarrison, whatever he decides to do with this scout. Okay, immediately pops out of the stable, immediately runs forward. By the way, I was wondering where his 3rd, because there's 3 on the tab up there. I was wondering where his 3rd one. It is in the back of MbL's base. MbL now huffing at home. No, never mind. Decides to change his mind. Pivots. I guess he says, you know what? I see your villagers here on gold. I don't like that at all. Let's see what kind of damage you can do here. But no, he sees more and more spearmen coming out for Liereyy, so he's got to be careful. Although, again, with 5 scouts, should be able to do a good amount of damage. Let's look at the HP. MbL from the high ground immediately gets one of the spearmen. Rather, one of the villagers, sorry. Now both of Lierey's spearmen are done, but at the same time, Liereyy is inside MbL's base. We'll see what these incredibly weak scouts can do. For now, they managed to get a villager kill, so first villager blood does go to Liereyy. MbL unable to kill much here, lost all 5 of his scouts. Ouch. That is a painful, painful loss. Liereyy still has his. Really testing MbL's micro here, popping in and out of the radius of the town center, trying to be as annoying as possible. No doubt what he really wants to do here is just have MbL garrison and ungarrison ad nauseum so that his farmers can't really, work. They're too busy hiding inside the town center. And now Liereyy moving forward with 3 more spearmen. He knows that his opponent is going to counteract his quick moving scouts with scouts of his own, which is exactly what MbL is doing here. Non-stop action from very early on in the game. And now MbL's taking his gold. Would do well maybe to wall parts of this off, or maybe he doesn't care. No real upgrades on these spearmen right now. So villagers should do a pretty decent job of defending against them when mixed with other spearmen. But he's back here. He sees the gold. He sees the gold. He doesn't see the villagers, though. Maybe move one more tile over. What's the HP on this? No wonder Liereyy is running away. Look at that one spearman in the front. It is weak AF. Has to get the hell out of dodge, but not before 2 scouts come in. Luckily for MbL, or not luckily, he planned for it, as we saw. He already has 2 scouts. I know a lonely spearman saying, guys, wait up. Wait up, I want to play too. But he is just way too slow. They are not waiting for him at all. Like a younger brother who's annoyed you in the morning, you are not waiting for him to go to school together. You are just launching ahead and letting him go there on his own. Two ships passing in the night in opposite directions. We've got a bit of a bipedal chase up north, more of a horsey horse chase down south. And look at that, Liereyy deking, pivoting, U-turning. And let's see what kind of damage he can get done here. Now he's the one putting on the pressure on his opponent's gold, although immediately I say that, MbL scouts come in. Although not really doing much and zoned out already by 2 scouts from Liereyy. Army supplies 13 for Liereyy, 7 for MbL. However, MbL is already en route to castle, a minute and 40 seconds away. And also has secured his gold, but like all gold, all resources that form part of a wall off, these archers, if they wanted to, could park themselves right here before this tower goes up and just be annoying. But now that the tower is up, oh no, Lierey's entire force here is trapped. They're gonna have to take some kind of damage as they escape. Maybe put some villagers in the tower. Put some villagers in the tower. Oh, he does not. Liereyy here with a very aggressive villager building a very aggressive house. Let's see what he decides to do. A tower, but only 1 villager with very bad HP on her. Oh man, it's so annoying when your resource, you're the one you need. Remember, Lithuanians need that heavy cavalry, need to get monks to get the relics. All of that costs gold. And when your primary gold is so exposed, now it's going to be completely nullified. If this tower goes up, he's not going to be able to mine it at all. I mean, he must have seen his secondary gold. He has his tertiary gold. Look at it also. Right now, behind enemy lines, MbL is in trouble here. I don't think he knows it just yet. He is busy chasing this little distraction force. Liereyy being fantastic with these units, pulling MbL in literally every single direction except the one direction he has to go. MbL has to take his entire army and deny this tower. Otherwise, now, oh no, it's up. The gold has been denied. At the very least, annoying this tower is. Oh, how can you mine gold like this? How can you take the one resource you absolutely need? MbL is in trouble. Pivoting now towards the tower. But is it too little too late? We'll see. This could potentially be game ending. Although he did find himself one space where 2 villagers can actually mine the gold. I don't think... Oh no, the tower can get to them too. Oh, that's so sour for MbL. I mean, he's mining, but at some point the HP on these villagers is going to be so low. And yeah, he's going cav archers, which require a good amount of gold if you want to mass a good amount of them, and knights as well. Liereyy needs to focus fire these villagers, which he is now doing. Did he put his archers in here? Yes, he did. 5 archers. The strongest unit he can put in there right now based on what his army composition is. MbL trying to be annoying with these 2 knights. We'll see what kind of damage he can get done, but there's 3 spearmen already en route. Upgrades? No upgrades except 1 armor upgrade. Does manage to get a villager, but now he's inside a little nook here. Oh, the knights immediately take half damage for nothing. And there you go. No more gold. No more gold for MbL. Liereyy would do well to maybe circle and lame this gold as well with some kind of wall or a tower, some kind of military presence. 2 kills for these knights. We'll get a 3rd, it looks like. And maybe a 4th? No, 4 spearmen now shoo them completely away. Beautiful use of that cheap unit by Liereyy to get those knights to have literally 0 effect on his economy beyond a few kills. And now it looks like the knight with 4 HP. Oh my goodness, 4 HP. Gold lamed. Army destroyed. MbL is getting more and more stone. He has 8 villagers right now. It says 10. Oh, I guess he allocated more. Okay, good use of the knight here, by the way. Might want to turn around and attack this scout. Okay, he's desperate. He needs this gold right now, but the placement of the town center is backwards. I would maybe place it forwards here between these 2 hills, because right now a tower placed right here, or maybe right here, anywhere along this north-south axis is going to absolutely deny that gold count, that gold mining. Liereyy heading back, no doubt clicked right over here did not want to have to deal with any kind of harassment. Relic count 0 to 0. How many relics has MbL seen, by the way? 1 relic. Our Lithuanian, who desperately needs relic to give attack boost to his unit, has seen 1 relic. Liereyy? 1, 2. Has not seen the one close to his base. Neither, by the way, has MbL. Not that any player here has a monastery right now. Liereyy finally 10 seconds away from going up to castle. We'll see what our Bengali decides to do here. So far, he's done an amazing job of crippling MbL's economy, even though MbL still has more villagers than him. 6 gold miners to 12 in Castle Age. This isn't Dark Age. This isn't Feudal Age. This isn't even Imperial Age. This is Dark Age. You need gold. Gold is the currency of choice, the preferred. Oh, he's being so annoying with these Scout Cav. +1 attack, and now they're light cav. They're going to be even more annoying, more deadly. And if our Lithuanian even tries to get out monks, 9 light cav are absolutely going to destroy them. Look at this attack bonus, +10 against monks. Looks like MbL's returned with a knight. Not a bad amount of kills so far, 3. And is pushing Lierey's light cav away as well. So MbL has dispersed his base a little bit. Not exactly a centralized base here. 1 town center to the north getting the gold. 1 town center to the south getting wood and farms. This is a little bit exposed, but a few very, very basic spearmen will be able to shoo that away. Let's see. Light cav versus knight. Knight has no choice. He knows he can't outrun them, so he turns around, fights, faces his fate, and dies. 6 army supply to 16. What does Liereyy have? 9 light cav, 6 spearmen, finally getting a monk, and elephant archers as well. MbL, 6 spearmen only. And despite the fact that he has 3 town centers, look at this, 1, 2, 3. Liereyy is only down 1 villager. Incredible. Even though MbL's producing more and more, I think the lead will grow, but it's impressive that even with those 3 up, that Liereyy has somehow managed. Oh, you don't want to turn around there. This is why you right-click far, far away. Monastery for our Lithuanian, trying to hide it in plain sight here, but will this scout discover it? Oh, you got to get rid of that scout. You got to get rid of that light cav ASAP. Garrison. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now this monastery completely is going to be... Oh no. I didn't notice these 2 light cav here. They see it. Oh, hidden in plain sight. Gets discovered. Liereyy, 45 kills. MbL, 44 kills. Despite the fact that his primary stone has been lamed, secondary stone, only 5 villagers on it. He is continuing to produce spearmen. Again, remember, they do move a little bit faster, 10% faster. And these random raids by the knights, although maybe a convert. Oh, sour loss here. By the way, look at this little colony. How inefficient is this for Liereyy, though? Look at these lumberjacks. Where do you even take your wood this way? Look how far they have to walk. Not exactly the most ideal farming or lumberjacking community. Now he's finally building a 2nd town center, but more importantly, Lierey's army supply 22 to 13, and of that 22, 5 is already these chunky elephant archers with +2 attack, +2 range, and this is a kill zone if I've ever seen it. MbL tries to deke right. Oh, elephant's blocking his own units. Oh, sour here for Liereyy. Could have gotten at least 1 or 2 villagers with these calves. Look at them. They can barely engage right now. They have to go through these elephants and only manage to get 1, 2 villagers. That should have been all those villagers. Elephant archers not exactly the strongest unit, but what they lack in power, they make up for in HP. 250 HP. What the hell does MbL have to even contest that? Even his knights only have 100. What he has to contest it is a castle, which will zone out this 1 light cav. Okay, so far he's gotten 1 relic. He's moving south. He hasn't seen any other ones. 1 relic to 1 for now. Oh, I don't know about this. They have a good amount of HP, but their Pierce armor is absolutely shit right now. Look at that, 2 against a town center fully garrisoned. Oh, they are taking a lot of damage here, these elephant archers. Not sure this is the right move. And again, not the quickest, most powerful units in the game. Oh, you can't close ranks with spearmen. Let's see here. He lures them into the presence of 3 more. Oh, beautiful movement here by Liereyy, although it does end up losing that elephant. Look how long it takes these guys to kill just a basic spearman. Look at this, missing. Finally, you do get connects. What is going on here? MbL returning the favor with a knight. Wake up, bud. Wake up, my guy. There we go. 8 kills already on this knight. It looks like it's going to be 9. Or maybe not. Oh, the villager blocked him. Oh, what a beautiful use by Liereyy of that gold miner to block the knight. 8 army supply to 14. MbL now 11 villagers ahead. This castle has secured the gold. He is back to mining in earnest. Maybe build a, I don't know if there's a, yeah, there must be a mining camp behind this. Yeah, okay, there is. Maybe move some villagers to the south here. Liereyy is returning home. Is Liereyy expecting some kind of containment break? Liereyy +1 already attack. The monk desperately looking for this relic, but it is nowhere to be found. The relic is up here. It looks like the last remaining relic. Has our Bengali taken all of the relics? By the way, take a look. +3/+3. Makes them very, very nice and tanky. Second relic for our green Bengali. But where's the third? Am I missing something? There's one relic up here, which Liereyy has just discovered, by the way. Actually, no, not just discovered. He discovered it before. I got a little too excited. It's such a fun game. Not a lot of kills, not a lot of action at the moment, but man, what an explosion of action right from the outset of Feudal Age. Now MbL is in the back of the base with a few Liereyy upgrades. Just the 1 relic boost and 1 armor. Look at that, Liereyy. Knew what to expect. Sent the elephants home. I thought he was abandoning his position, which he very well might be. But not a bad move. These Liereyy could be potentially dangerous. Nah, third relic does make it home to our Bengali. Oh, great. Great denial of relics here for our green Bengali. Our Lithuanian able to really only get 1. This poor monk in the middle of the wilderness, not knowing what the hell to do with himself. Liereyy charging at a monk should lose 1, right? No. Liereyy ends up losing. Okay, now he's definitely got to lose 1. Oh, the house is blocked, so he just deletes. Fantastic move by MbL. Fantastic move by Liereyy. And now these guys are just waiting for gold miners, but gold miners are all here, bro. I don't know why I'm broing so much this game. I'm just very excited. This is a lot of action. Liereyy versus Light Cav. Not a good ending for the Light Cav at all. Remember, these guys ignore armor, so every swipe of that lance, 15 attack, 15 HP reduced, and now the Liereyy are out in force, 13 going up to 16. Army supply has evened out. The better army supply now for our Lithuanian. 6 basic spearmen, 6 monks, 4 elephant archers, and 2 light cav. Essentially, the only thing Liereyy has to counter this are monks and spearmen. These elephant archers are absolutely going to get wrecked. Like I said, they are not very strong. Their saving grace is their tanky HP. Now the Liereyy have gone cav hunting. Oh. How many villagers is this? 9 villagers are moving very much forward. Let's see what the Liereyy can do here. How many kills? So far, 6. 2 converts attempted. The monks can, in fact, garrison inside the town center and pop out at will. There's 5 of them here. Will he get any? He gets 1. He gets 1. The others run away. Not a bad get here for our green Bengali. Middle of the road castle here to secure the tertiary gold. So now MbL has control of his gold again. The secondary gold, the primary gold, and now even the tertiary gold. Nothing here from Liereyy except the archery range that can really contest that. Oh no, oh no. Liereyy missing an opportunity here to perhaps get rid of these elephants. There's enough Liereyy here to completely demolish this entire force, especially with this one on 2 HP. Why is he running away? Turn around and fight. These spearmen will last literally until the end of this sentence, and then you are free to engage into the elephants. That's exactly what... Look how quickly those spearmen die. Elephants, let's take a look at their HP. Liereyy realizes it, immediately runs away. Liereyy themselves have terrible HP, but look at how quickly the green HP is going down at the bottom of our screen here. They started out with the same rough HP, about 600 or so, but look at that speed. What is the attack speed on these guys? 1.9. Anything sub 2 is pretty damn good. 1.9, not bad at all. 5th town center going up for our Bengali, who is sitting at only 83 villagers. Both players heading up to Imperial. MbL will hit it first in 3, 2, 1. Now, we'll see what he gets. He needs a lot more gold. No surprise, right? That his gold count is not exactly where it should be, having had his primary gold lamed, his secondary gold kind of under attack, and his third gold behind enemy lines for the longest time. He is moving forward with another castle. Liereyy here has a bit of infrastructure, enough to build a few units, but really, what does he have back home? He's got his own 2 castles. He's got the monastery researching sanctity, so they're going to have more HP. There's 6 of them. He's building rathas. Remember, these guys are designed to replace knights. So if he wants to take on the Liereyy with rathas in melee mode, he is going to have to get a lot more than 5 of them, especially if he wants to take these guys on. Although the saving grace for Liereyy, look at the HP on 3 of these guys. They're basically dead. Oh, garrison them ASAP. Garrison them ASAP. Look at the weakness of the Ratha against these Liereyy. What's their armor? 3 melee, 3 pierce. These guys attack on an 8 with no relevant bonus whatsoever. So every arrow, all they do is 5 damage to a unit with 120 HP. 24 Rathas required to one-shot a Latus. And he's got 5 here. Now 7, it looks like. Unless I'm mistaken. How many? Yeah, 7 here. But our red Lithuanians slowly encroaching. A battalion of fresh recruits here. No kills, but full HP defending these stone miners. Looks like MbL really wants the castle push right now. Jaguar joins the fight. It doesn't look like he's in a very big rush. Oh, look at that. They turn around. They kill him immediately. Not even letting him chase. Not even letting him enjoy the hunt. Oh, look how quickly these guys are going to get wrecked here. Yeah, their HP is just absolutely terrible right now, these Liereyy. If I wasn't clear, I meant the Liereyy are going to get wrecked. But remember, 15 fresh recruits pulling into an area that has no defenses whatsoever. If they can run around this castle... Oh, no. This is going to be potentially very bloody here. 15 Liereyy, 4 peel off to the right. The Bengali castle is under siege. 4 trebs already. Not a single treb for our Bengali. Take a look at the dispersal of these Liereyy here in little groups of 2. Brilliant move. I'm going to zoom out. Apologies to anyone on a smaller screen. Okay, 2 trebs do go down to these Rathas who immediately hoof it back home. But now take a look. Villager count identical, by the way. 131 apiece. Liereyy, 19 kills, 23, 29, 30, man, 32. They are just getting anything and everything. 6 Rathas are left. This is the last army that MbL has, and wow. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay, I guess when you're in the middle of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-pronged attack, you don't exactly have time to be precise. So 11 outposts being built here for MbL. He says, I've got enough stone. I don't care. Do your best here. All the relics are out. No more extra gold trickling in for our green Bengali. And man, I absolutely loved Lierey's play here in the beginning. Unfortunately for him, he just couldn't capitalize on that tower that was denying this gold and didn't push in hard enough. Elephant Archers, again, an absolutely fun unit to watch, but they are very, very weak when it comes to dealing damage. And Rathas, this is a knight replacement at this stage of its development. Basic Ratha, good attack upgrades. Both, I guess just ranged attack upgrades. Melee attack upgrades are absolutely terrible. Just a +1. But again, these guys are designed to replace knights and crossbows at this stage of their development. They're not elite. Their upgrades aren't full and final. So knights against Liereyy with +3 attack. He only has 1 relic, so researching the 2 attack upgrades gives him a +3 with 150 HP, now elite. Every swipe of the lance, every poke and prod, reducing your enemy's HP by 19. That's what makes them so hard to deal with. But yeah, 6-pronged attack. Villagers here inside the town center no longer working. Villagers no longer working. No villagers at all, because look at this. They've been massacred. It looks like a few monks went down as well, if I had to guess, based on the... well, I mean, this guy's obviously a monk. Look at him. He's not wearing shoes. That's how you can tell. And they're just running amok. Look at this. I want to see this battle. I want to see what happened here up close and personal. So let's take a look at what we're working with here. 13 Liereyy against 15 Rathas. Actually, 16, because this one's in ranged mode. So he's just firing away little by little. In melee mode, look, +1. Again, these are knights against almost fully upgraded Liereyy. Actually, fully upgraded Liereyy, not fully potentialized, because they're still missing 3 relics. But let's look at the HP. 1644 HP to 1920. So really less than 300 HP difference. Are there any monks to help out here? No, they're all here dying. Dying over here. So let's see what happens here in slow-mo. They turn around. They think, oh man, mistake number 1. You're literally 2 tiles away from the high ground. Get your ass on the high ground. Take a look at this. Engaging. I love the arc to surround them, but again, engage on the high ground if you can. Now let's highlight them again and see how quick. I want to see the speed. Take a look at the speed that the HP is being reduced at. Literally what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds into the battle, the Rathas are already at half HP. The Liereyy have lost 200 HP. That's just bonkers. What a bad engage, unfortunately, for Liereyy. And look at this. Look how quick. Now half again. 366. 218. Now they're surrounded. Now they're going to die. So at the end of the battle, all of the Rathas are dead, and only 400 HP has been reduced from the Liereyy. So they are free now to roam around. 1500 HP is a good amount of HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monks. Let's watch that. Getting absolutely destroyed here. Did they get any converts? By the way, what's the faith on them? Full faith. I guess he was so focused on here that he wasn't looking over here. Oh no, what a sour loss for Liereyy. Second latest does come in, but by that point, the monk count is down to 2. Oh, that is so sour. 6 monks lost for nothing. So Liereyy just taking an absolute terrible engage. Maybe he was here busy garrisoning villagers. Maybe he was looking somewhere else on the map, building this town center up here. But what an absolute terrible set of 2 engages. Loses his 1 counter unit and then just loses his entire army. Look at all these steeds just dying on the ground. Their warriors, sword in hand, also lying dead. An absolute amazing engage here for MbL. Liereyy, absolutely terrible. And again, not sure if he was focused somewhere else or if he just decided to take an engage he thought he could win. But what an absolutely terrible engage here. And no wonder he GG'd. 42 army supply to 6. Even though, again, look, civilian population is absolutely fine. You still have 2 castles. You still have enough resources for a Treb. What you don't have is anything to counter the frickin' Liereyy. Like I said in the beginning of the game, one of the most powerful, most annoying units to deal with is just running amok inside your base. This is like the worst case possible scenario. You lost all of your army. You've got nothing to defend except 6 Rathas, which again we've seen. And this one's in ranged mode, attacking on a 5+3. Oh man, just an overall bad engage, but man, what a crazy action-packed game. Liereyy here with the baller move in the beginning. Like I said, you know your opponent is going heavy cavalry. You know they're going to need monks to get as many relics as possible. So you deny them those relics while at the same time denying him the one resource they really, really, really need. Unfortunately for him, did not deny the backward stone. This is why I always look at stone as well, because the primary stone was nice and safe in the back, and then he used that to build a castle securing the primary gold. So absolute crazy hold here for MbL, managing to withstand that Bengali attack. Liereyy literally threw anything and everything, the entire kitchen sink at him. Light cavalry, spearmen, archer units, elephant archers, monks. Although the monks were a little bit more defensive play, not a bad use of those in a defensive setting. But finally ignores the infrastructure that his opponent put down here, although it's funny that he went after the two houses and not the stable. Okay. Doesn't really matter. He gets the win. And then let's see him just... whatever the hell this is. Add insult to injury? I don't know what this is. Liereyy obviously can't see it. It's not being built yet. No one can see it except MbL, even though there's a puff of dust here from all the structures going down. But wow, let's take a look at the economics. 41 light cap, 51 late chai, 173 APM, 170 APM. So pretty fast-paced game for both players. Economies almost identical. Look at that. Just less than, what is that, 1,500 wood difference. 2,000 food difference. Gold basically identical. Thank you, relics, Liereyy should say. And then stone count basically identical. Converts only 3. That's really bad. You don't want that few converts with that many monks. Kill count 165 to 91, but MbL would double almost. Maybe 40%. Let's call it 40% more villager kills. But that engage is really what I think caused the GG. The loss of his entire army to the right, the loss of all his monks to the left, and the fact that he's got what the internet considers the worst unit in the game for pretty valid reasons. Let's put it like that. That is your last line of defense. Not elephants, not monks. Oh, man. I can see why Liereyy just decided to GG. MbL holding the line at home, exploding with the stone count, the castles everywhere, and just getting his strong unit up to where it has to be to just wreck. Do you see a single red unit anywhere on the field of battle here? Do you see a single red horse, red tunic, red helmet, red shield, red anything? Not a single one. It's all Rathas. And even though they managed to get 2 trebs here, it doesn't really matter. He's got enough resources for 2 more. And overall, Liereyy tried to deny the gold. He tried to surround his opponent with many a unit. But ultimately, after that initial push, could not stand against the tide of red Lithuanian Liereyy, which just swarmed over everything. Took an amazing engage, did MbL. Gets the W. But GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.